Welcome back everyone to today's video where we're going to be talking about macronutrients. So macronutrients essentially means big nutrients, and that's the makeup of our food. So we have protein, we have fats, carbohydrates, fibre and your favourite, alcohol. Being a bit presumptuous there, aren't I? So protein. This is things such as your meat, so your chicken, your beef, you've got fish, eggs, your yogurts, whey protein shakes and beans, things such as lentils and stuff like that. And it provides 4 calories per gram. And proteins are made up of building blocks called amino acids. So whether you're getting this from a drink or a food source, it's going to have a spectrum of amino acids within that food group. And they form the building blocks for muscles. So when we consume protein, it helps repair muscle and build new muscle. But also it's more important to recognize the fact that protein actually helps with teeth, your skin and your bone. So it's more than just muscle building. And it's also a form used to form enzymes, which is imperative for your health and your digestion. And the current recommendation at the minute is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight, but that is the RDA, which is very low. So if you think 100 kilogram male, that's only 80 grams of protein. But as I've just said, this is low, and what typically can prevent disease doesn't mean it's optimal. So if you have just started training, you're looking to get into health and fitness, it would be wise of you to up your protein intake. So just to give you an idea of some starting intakes, anywhere from 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilo might be a good place to start. And the more you get sort of accustomed to training, then this could go up to 1.6, 1.8 grams of protein. And let's say you're a competitive bodybuilder and your goal is maximum fat loss with maximum muscle retention, then this can go up to 2 grams per kilogram and maybe a little bit more. So let's touch on the health benefits of protein. And it can give you healthy skin and hair. So protein is not only muscle building, it can make your hair nice and shiny, it makes your nails grow. So that's all good stuff. And it improves weight loss. In particular, it requires more calories for the body to break down protein. So if you're consuming, say, 100 calories of carbohydrates or 100 calories of protein, it'll cause the body to use more calories to break down that food. Just a bit of information for you. Nearly every nutrition study can be known as confounded by non-matched protein. So what that's essentially saying is, because protein has such a profound effect on weight loss, if 2 studies weren't carried out using the same protein intake across those studies, then it's known as confounded. And it increases satiety, so it keeps you fuller for longer. So if that isn't a good reason to eat protein, I don't know what is, especially when you're on a diet. And a lot of people tend to go wrong by not eating enough protein, and they might be more hungry during the day. So having the protein can just mitigate that. As I've already said, it can cause an increased energy to digest. So that's known as the thermic effect of food. And the thermic effect of food can be responsible for 8 to 10% of daily expenditure. So that's quite high. Also muscle retention. So if you're looking to tone, then having protein just lets you hold on to more muscle without breaking it down, and it can have a small effect on your metabolism. So we'll burn more calories essentially when we've got a bit more muscle. And immune function, if you go too low on protein, it can cause you to get ill quite regularly. So if you're getting ill on a regular basis, it could be just a case of you not having enough protein. And your recovery from training. So will too much protein hurt my kidneys? And I'm just going to pull up a few studies just to highlight the fact that protein doesn't hurt your kidneys. So this study from SCOV Moderate changes in dietary protein intake cause adaptive alterations in renal size and function without indications of adverse effects. So it's just saying that all this protein didn't have any effect on kidney health. This other study as well, it appears that protein intake under 2.8 grams per kilo does not impair renal function in well-trained athletes. So that is people who had that much protein every day for quite a prolonged period. And this one of the most recent ones, this is a study where guys were having quite a big protein intake, so 2.51 to 3.32 grams per kilogram for one whole year. And there were no harmful effects on measures of blood lipids as well as liver and kidney function. So this is just showing you over a year, guys who consume crap loads of protein showed no detrimental kidney effects. So just wrapping up, the protein take homes are most people don't eat enough. Obviously go to the recommendations, make sure you're within those guidelines for maximum results. Increase your protein, so you want to increase it gradually. You might just start eating protein at breakfast and then add more to your lunch and your evening meals, or however you want to do it, but obviously speak with me and we'll discuss it. Keeps you fuller for longer, helps you recover, and builds muscle. And as we've already said, it burns a few extra calories as well. So when it comes to protein intakes, we can either count calories, weigh our food, or you can just go with the portion control method. So you're talking 3 to 5 palmfuls of protein per day to meet your daily requirements. So hope that was useful, and I'll speak to you next time. Toodles.